Okay, so now we're going to get into the final testing for Objective 4 of my Computer Science NEA. And this is going to cover the standings page and the fixtures page, including the input boxes on the way that both of them work. So as you see, I've got my app here and my app is now running over here. So if we go firstly to the standings page, and we let that load up. Firstly, just as a check, hold up, this has got a favourite team here, so or a league, so I want to get out of that. I'll just log in as not a player. We'll go for the referee because they don't have a favourite team. Okay, so now we have, if we go to standings, here we go. So we have our little page here, and we're going to be doing tests on that later. But if we enter a random piece of text in here and submit that, we should come back to this page and nothing will happen. And that is the right thing to happen. And then if we enter a league that's on the database, so for example the Premier League, and we submit that, then we should see the list of the Premier League in league format. There's only 6 teams, so these, the big 6 teams here, that's good for the first test. And the next test is going to be to log in as a player with a favorite team and see what happens then. So if we log in as the player and we log in like that, when we go to the standings page, well, as we can see, the favorite team is MK Dons here. So when we go to the standings page, MK Dons should be the default league that appears, and it should be in bold. So that test is good. Now if we log out and create another account that's a player without a favorite team, I'll very quickly do that now. So we're a player 2. Yeah. Just create a quick account here. And we log in as them. Now when we go to the standings page now, there should just be a default message for the player instead of a league. Yep, and there we go, we have our joining message there. So that test is successful. So now we just want to check if the leagues appear and are in exactly the right order that they should be. So because that's quite crucial for a standings page. So if we go to the Premier League, this is a league with no games played. So as you can see, they default to alphabetical order. Now the order in which everything's prioritized is points, then goal difference, then goals scored, and then by alphabetical order. So as you can see here, alphabetical order has come into play. Now if we go to League One, where some games have been played, you'll see that points, then goal difference, and goals scored is the right order for things to be in, essentially, and that test is successful. Okay, so next we're going to be testing the fixtures page, and it's going to be very similar to the previous test about the standings page. As we can see, there's a player here with no favorite team. So if we go to the fixtures page, they have the same kind of message, thank you for joining, etc. And if we then log out and log back in again as the original player who has a favorite team, then we can quickly hop along to the fixtures page, and it should demonstrate their fixtures with their favorite team in bold. As you can see, that works well. We're also going to select the text box again, and if we go, for example, testing, we can submit that and see that the testing fixtures come up. And if we write any random piece of text, it should just default go stay on the same page as what it was on, and has essentially no effect on the page. Now as we can see here, I've selected a league with only 4 teams and therefore only has 12 fixtures, and I can display that on one page. But what if we had a league which had multiple kind of fixtures? So if we go to League One, we can see that some of the games have already been played and they come up normally and don't affect the page, but we can see the page numbers down the bottom here, and these work really quite well in displaying the league's fixtures and just flicking between the pages, and that makes that successful there. And that is the end of the testing for the final testing for Objective 4 of my NEA. Thank you.